we're trying this Chicago bean thing, and I don't know, I just wanted to do something different because I usually draw the same thing over and over again in my head. Then I'm like, I want to do something actually that's something good and different. So then I started to draw the shape, and then I was like, this looks like a bean, and I never actually drawn like a city like this, and I can't believe I did this all by hand. Like, it's amazing what you can do with your hand without an Apple Pencil or an iPad. It's just like weird in some kind of way, and I just love just drawing these. I added sort of like a tile effect because I like adding tiles to an art sort of different and unique. Then I added these buildings in the back here, but later I will use the opacity thing to lower it so then you could actually see the bean and just not overlapping with colors and stuff. So I decided to make it short, the drawing part, because the coloring part is the most satisfying part of it all, and just when it comes together it's like magic all over again. And decided to make these buildings more abstract, not really like linear, because I wanted it to be different than what I usually do. Because what I usually do is I create these gradients, but then I'm like kind of bored of gradients, so then I decided to do something that's totally different. It's totally like abstract at the same time, but you know, adding these black lines here. Here I'm just adding the top of the building, sort of giving it an outline, adding the windows and stuff. And then finally it is coming together like buildings or Chicago or anything. And then having this curved thing adds a sort of like aesthetic that I really love so much. And then adding these lines, sort of like a contour line, adding all this stuff together. And yeah, it's coming together like this. You can see the bean is sort of hiding, but we will add color later, so then you'll see when it comes together that it is actually quite perfect. Then I decided to make this bean a little more thicker, and then added the bottom there at the bottom, then added a curve at the bottom, sort of like a, I don't know what you call it, but like a shadow sort of, because they're two different colors and then it sort of mirrors each other. And yeah, it's magic when it comes all together and in one point to another, and just yeah, just like that. We have something beautiful, don't we? Well, now it's the coloring part, adding this grain here, and then here I'm going to spot up the process a little bit so you can see it. Adding the brown there. It's sort of easier when it's sped up so then you can see it. It's sort of satisfying at the same time, and when it comes together it's just amazing what you can do with one thing. And you can do so much more than I thought. So adding this is amazing. And then later we will add a sort of lighter version of this brown here, adding some sort of like lines, because I think it would be weird if it was the same color and just, I wonder if it's actually the same thing, like sort of like the platform is like this, but I think it was originally like stairs, but I added this sort of like to give an effect that it is abstract in some kind of way. And yeah, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm actually excited to see the results of this, even though I already drew it again. Now is the buildings part. So here you have to fill in there's like some spaces where like I didn't do it correctly, so I had to use the black outline tool just to finish it and finish the gaps here, and just it come together. It's just amazing. But I did actually lowered it a little bit, so it must be like higher than usual. I'll actually show I don't know, just the same thing, but it just lowered the stuff because you can see the sky more better. I don't know, it just added a better effect to me. And for this, I just stick to grays and light gray because I wanted it to feel like a city, not too much color, but sort of gave an effect during like sunset and stuff. It adds sort of a little bit of color, but not enough color. But like it all came together like magic, of course. And adding this yellow here, it just adds more of a night vibes to it, sort of, because when the sun sets, all the lights come on, and sort of like darkness or something. But I do like adding yellow. I feel like it added better, like, you know, contrast with all the colors. I feel like they all went well together, because if I add too much color, then it felt like it would be too much color going on. Then I don't know, I just like adding yellow. It just adds a little bit of brightness to the painting or illustration or whatever I'll call it, but it's kind of special when it all comes together. It just feels right, you know. And now that it's almost done, it's like it's almost done. And yeah, continuing watching the video, the rest of it is just gonna be background music because you don't want to hear me talk the whole time. But I'm gonna add this here, and then add a beautiful sunset, and then add some stuff at the bottom of bean. I actually did move it sort of, it's not like centered. I should have actually showed you the final version, but you know, you can see it because I thought it sort of clashed with the sky. I felt like the sky needed a little more space, and then I sort of moved it all below, and it sort of came together like, I don't know. I just thought it would be nice to do something more different than I usually do, instead of all those gradients that I do. I mean, they're fun, but like, then I added this blue sort of to like make the illusion that it's like there's actually like shadow and stuff there down below, and it just came together, and just I had so much fun just making this, and it just came together so beautifully. And then yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and make sure to like and subscribe so I know that you're liking this, and comment down below what other city I should draw. This was mainly like Chicago and stuff, but yeah, enjoy the rest of today's video. And yeah, it's coming together beautifully, adding these. I just wanted the sunset to be magical at the same time and sort of contrast with all the yellow in the background, and just it's a satisfying part.